Begin our program today with one of the world's most celebrated explorers, Peter Hillary. He has summited Mount Everest twice, following his father's footsteps, and he will be kicking off McCallum Theatre's new Adventure series on Monday, bringing us incredible stories from one of the greatest families in mountaineering. Today, I have the great pleasure of welcoming Peter Hillary here to the program, and Peter is going to be appearing at the McCallum Theatre coming up on Monday. And you're going to be making a presentation. Your father, the first man to summit Mount Everest, along with his Sherpa, Tenzing Norgay. And you're going to be talking about that and your experiences as well. Welcome to the program. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So tell us a little bit about when we come to the McCallum on Monday, what can we expect? You've been making these presentations around the country and around the globe.
Yes, well, of course, 2023 was the 70th anniversary of that historic event when my father and Tenzing made the first ascent to Mount Everest. And it's amazing, it sort of opened the doors of possibility, that everyone can do more than they really thought they could before. And climbing a great mountain like Mount Everest, it's a life-changing experience. So I'm going to talk about 70 years of climbing on the mountain, the Hillary family's giving back to the local communities around the foot of Mount Everest, with schools and hospitals, and how we're continuing that work.
Now, tell me a little bit about your experience. Your father, obviously, kind of breaking that barrier. People thought that perhaps Mount Everest was unsummitable, and he and Tenzing Norgay proved them wrong. And now there's a pretty big business about taking people to the top of Mount Everest.
Yeah, and I know it gets a lot of press coverage, and people have different opinions, but largely it's an absolutely wonderful thing. It's great for the tourism industry in Nepal. It provides a lot of work. You've got a lot of great Sherpa climbers and others helping these expeditions. But for the individuals who come from around the world who seek that incredible experience of working really hard, pushing yourself harder than you've ever done before, but to achieve the summit of the mountain, it's a life-changing experience. 99% of it is really good.
How much time have you spent and do you spend in the Himalayas there in the communities surrounding Mount Everest?
I get to the Himalayas around the foot of Mount Everest generally twice, sometimes 3 times a year. In fact, I'm heading back there in April this year, and that's just a regular thing for me. And it's to do with our work with the education and healthcare operations that we have up there in collaboration with local people. But also, I work in adventure tourism, and I just love taking people up there.
Well, as I told you before we started the interview, I've always dreamt of going to base camp. I could never climb. I'm not a mountaineer, but I hear that the trip to base camp is both challenging but extremely worth it.
Absolutely, and I encourage you to work towards it. It's an incredible thing. It's a trek, it's a walk, it's a hike in the mountains. The thing that people find more difficult, of course, is the altitude, because Everest is up there at Everest base camp's at 17,600 feet. But you move up very progressively and slowly, and you acclimatize. And no, it's something that lots of people can do. If anything, with an itinerary to go up to altitude, add extra days. Every extra day you get stronger and you will enjoy it more.
Well, we are looking forward to your presentation. It's the McCallum Theatre, 7 o'clock on Monday, the 22nd. That's this coming Monday. Peter Hillary, and you'll hear a great deal about mountaineering and a really, truly great moment in human history when your father summited that mountain that many people thought would never happen. And now it has opened the door for people to do that. You have to be in pretty darn good shape to do it, but it is possible for folks to do that now. And your father led the way and blazed that trail.
Thank you.
Remarkable man. And again, he summited Everest twice in his lifetime, last time in 2002.